I've had a tragic last 24 hours, but we'll get into that in a second. Not as tragic as JD Vance and
Ugh,
Trump's fucking cabinet, okay? They were in a group chat,
of
a
course.
Signal group chat, and an Atlantic reporter, what is it, Jeffrey Goodwell or something? I forget his name now.
Jeffrey, doesn't matter. Guy from the Atlantic, big shot.
Campbell? Um,
Goldberg, editor-in-chief.
Shit. I
That's who it
had it
Yeah.
in
is.
right
Jeffrey
before we
Goldberg.
started recording. We start recording, I forget everything. All right, Jeffrey Goldberg, right? I didn't read all of it because of the paywall, but the gist of it is this. He gets added to a Signal group chat. He sees people by the name of JD Vance, Stephen Miller, Pete Hegseth discussing airstrikes on Yemen. And he sees all this, takes some screenshots, and then he gets the fuck out of that Signal group chat, right? He's like, this is a hoax, whatever. Then bombs start dropping on Yemen. And he realizes he was actually in a group chat with Trump's cabinet. And we're not going to read you all of the good stuff that's come out of that. But courtesy of our lovely producer, Gabby, we're going to read just a couple things. JD Vance at Pete Hegseth. If you think we should do it, let's go. I just hate bailing out Europe again. Let's just make sure our messaging is tight here. And if there are things we can do up front to minimize risk to Saudi oil facilities, we should do it.
Should I be Pete Hegseth?
Oh, yeah. Oh, do a Pete. Yeah.
I fully share your loathing of European freeloading. It's pathetic. But Mike is correct. We are the only ones on the planet on our side of the ledger who can do this. Nobody else even close. Question is timing. I feel like now is as good a time as any given POTUS directive to reopen shipping lanes. I think we should go, but POTUS still retains 24 hours of decision space. Did I
Now,
sound
the
drunk
next
enough for that? I feel like that was too sober.
You gotta slur a little more. It's fine. I got in
Shit.
trouble. I was on a conservative podcast and I was like, yeah, Pete Hegseth slugging back whiskey. They were like, I think he's sober, and made me seem like some kind of an asshole for saying he was
Yeah, the guy
drinking.
totally doesn't drink. He's just hot, red, and sweaty and
It's
belligerent.
not my fault I saw fake news of him drinking whiskey at a podium.
AI.
That's Elon's fault. So yeah, that's fun. That's what's going on.
Yeah, we're just
in,
we're just bombing Yemen, talking about it in the group chat. You know, no big deal.
just boys being dudes. Boys
Accidentally
being bros.
editing, accidentally adding editors to war games happening
I have
on
a
cell
theory
phones.
that it was intentional.
Yeah,
Because like who does that by accident?
I don't know,
Is there a
man.
Jeffrey Goldberg similar name?
I mean, maybe one of them was like a little rascal and just kind of oopsie daisy slipped in an editor of a major paper of record into a highly classified discussion of bombing Yemen.
I wonder if they were like trying to temperature check, or someone in there was thinking, these guys can't do this. That would be horrible. So let me leak it to the press so that someone tells them to stop before it's too late.
What an absolutely unhinged way to leak it to the press. Hey, I'm just going to copy Jeffrey Goldberg in here. Just make
All
sure
right.
the Atlantic knows what's up.
Our producer's sending me a tweet from my boss, so I'm obligated to read it. Ryan Grimm on X said, the reason that Jeffrey Goldberg's name popped up in Signal for Michael Waltz is that he was already leaking to Goldberg, an ally, for some internal Trump admin fights, per source familiar. Probe possible. Because this is not okay that they're talking in Signal, right? There's national security archives types or national security regulations. Remember Hillary Clinton's emails, how that was a whole thing? She was using a personal email server, but it was still documented in email. This is like an encrypted messaging platform that disappears at the time you set. So they were not complying with laws and regulations around official communications.
No. And I fully expect this to blow up into an impeachable scandal. Not. Can I still do that? Is that joke relevant?
You know, I just wish it was something that was of more consequence than just we use the wrong communication channel. Like they can't get impeached for bombing civilians, but they can for using the wrong
Like,
group chat. That's a
brother,
little weird.
you can bomb all the civilians you want. You just got to make sure that's on the permanent record, guys. Let's tighten
Just
up our
email.
messaging here.
Come on, use the official server.
Microsoft Teams